Hey, what's up, Wellington? How you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much, James.
Fantastic. Well, good afternoon, everybody that's locked in on LinkedIn Hyper Island. My name is James. I'm a client relationship manager here at Hyper Island, and today we will be interviewing an alumni, someone that's participated in a course. So this is part of an episode called Hypernauts, our new series where we interview great, brilliant minds that have been to Hyper Island. And to introduce you today is Wellington. But before I quickly introduce him, just wanted to acknowledge everyone that's watching, the viewers. Thank you very much for locking in. And if you're watching this video, feel free to reach out if you have any questions to either myself or Wellington. So yeah, Wellington, thanks for joining. Good morning for you out there in Brazil.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much for having me today. It will be a pleasure to share with all of you my learning journey with Hyper Island.
Fantastic. Yeah. Before we go into it, I guess in true Hyper Island fashion, we have to check in, right? We have to check
Yeah,
in.
yeah,
And for those that don't know, the purpose of a check-in is to land and be present into a meeting, because sometimes you're thinking about a lot of stuff. And what I wanted to do was give you the opportunity to choose the check-in question for today.
Oh, great. So my checking question today would be, oh, how are you feeling today, James? Energized?
Right. Nice. That's a good check-in. For me, how I'm feeling, I've been looking forward to doing this because I speak to the prospects or people, anyone that's looking for courses at Hyper Island, right? So they either come to me or a colleague of mine, Anastasia, where they ask questions about our courses, and it's always interesting. It's always interesting to hear their motivation. So I'm feeling curious. I'm feeling excited to learn about your journey and what impact Hyper Island had for you, for both a personal and professional.
Great.
So yeah.
Great.
And how are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty excited to share my thoughts here and my experience. And I really enjoy this kind of interaction. It's a pleasure to me again to stay with you today.
Yeah, definitely. I know we have spoken before. We spoke, I think, a couple of weeks ago,
Exactly.
and I'm still buzzing off that call. I had to ask you, hey, can we do it live on LinkedIn? And thankfully you have agreed and you've come here. Wellington, let's start off with who you are. Wellington, tell us a bit about yourself.
For sure. I'm a senior consultant in charge of business and operation development for Latin America in a digital native company focused on transforming organization digitally. And personally, I'm a nerd by nature. I love reading, explore new ways to approach things. I'm also curious, as you said. I'm always asking myself where I want to go, why I want to go, breaking out my comfort zone, and discover new perspectives. That's a short description of myself.
And have you always been like that? Have you always been so curious and wanting to come out your comfort zone?
Yeah, by natural. Yeah, since I was a kid, I am always curious to learn new things and how to learn new language. I love language. I love speaking English, Spanish, and now I'm learning German. So this is part of my skills.
I mean, speaking of learning, so this is what we've come today, to speak about. Your Hyper Island experience, your first Hyper Island experience, when was that and what was it?
Yeah, I started my journey in 2018 through a small talk with a friend of mine, a coworker. He presented Hyper Island, and I confess that I never heard before about Hyper Island. And I did some research, and I decided to jump into a leading teams course. And did I ask the guy who I was discussing about Hyper Island, how about your experience in Hyper Island? And he said, "Oh, you love Wellington because that fits your approach, your curious approach, and open your mind, and you're gonna learn how to do things differently. And that time I noticed that I need to boost my leadership skills, and I was leading a remote team, and I find a place where I could apply tools, methods, and process in real life, and prototyping the new ways of working with the remote team. Nowadays, it's that time as well, leading through uncertain time is not easy. And Hyper Island gave me value-added streams to build and keep performing teams. And I did a lot, I learned a lot, and all the toolboxes presented were incredible.
Yeah. I mean, it's not just one course you did, I believe. What's the so you came back. So after the leading teams, what other course did you do with Hyper Island?
The lifelong learning approach, it's amazing. I would recommend the course to anyone. And if you want to know how to beat mistakes and to create the culture of experimentation and performance team, you need to choose Leading Teams course. But talking about the course, I already took 3 courses, one related to digital marketing and other related to how to create data-driven cultures.
Wow. So you are heavily involved into the Hyper Island sort of courses and methodology.
Totally. Yeah.
So connected to that, let me ask you, because you mentioned earlier on, doing the Leading Teams courses and the other courses you've done, it's grown your toolkit, your own personal toolkit. It's allowed you to continue your learning journey and become a better leader, you mentioned, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I take it those are some of the impacts. What's been the biggest impact from Hyper Island, from either personal or professional?
Yeah, here at Hyper Island, you experience a package of available information, workshops, and toolboxes. As I said, I believe you need to digest the whole course content. During the course, we applied a sort of method to inspire. Okay, this is your first step in the journey. And to tell the truth, you will start to question yourself. And I would say that it's important to stress the content and take advantage of applying it in your own context. Today, I see that working from home and leading remote teams is tangible to make the things happen and fast, So definitely Hyper Island will help you on that.
Yeah, I appreciate it. So up until now, is it still having an effect? I mean, are you still using the tools until now?
Absolutely. I'm negotiating my next course with you, man. With you.
You are absolutely. I am the one you are talking to about your next course, and we will definitely, of course. We'll welcome you on board. Speaking of which. What are the courses? I mean, what's next? What's next for you? What courses are you looking at?
I'm looking for a business transformation course. As I'm always trying to reinvent myself, I believe Hyper Island is the best place to boosting my confidence, to challenging education norms. Really best at training people for lifelong learning. This approach is amazing. So if you want to reinvent yourself, lifelong learners for all of us, it's the spirit that we need to take on.
Nice. Let me bring you back just one bit to after the courses. What were your sort of biggest learnings and reflections? I mean, from that experience.
Well, a bunch of, and how to approach the digital age, the leadership, how to create effective teams, how to build the right culture inside teams, and handling change. That's something really hard to do because our world is VUCA, it's volatile, uncertain.
Yes, exactly.
So you need to prototype new, as I said before, you need to prototype new ways of working, and that's the whole thing that I took to myself in applying real time results and value.
Nice. And so one of the elements of our course is a lot of our participants say they love the connections and the peer-to-peer learning. What's your experience and your view on that? What's your feedback on that?
I believe to get ahead in being more effective in reaching your goals, leading team course allows you to pursue furthering the collaboration of your team and get their best potential, get their best professional skills along the way. So you need to find out a school or a methodology or a tool that will help you on that. That's my suggestion and my experience on this kind of environment, you know.
Nice. Going back, it's around what 2018. You said that you did the course, the leading teams course.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you kept in contact with any of the other sort of participants, and have you made connections from them?
Yeah, it's still until today. I'm having a bunch of connection. We are connected through LinkedIn, but we also have a Slack channel pretty on, and we're still in contact. We our these three courses that I mentioned. I'm still having a bunch of friends, I would say, sharing experience. So we exchange a lot. It's incredible.
That is incredible. I think that's one of the based on the evaluations and the feedback we get from participants, the peer-to-peer learning, the connections. That's a question I get. Like, how is it like taking a course online? And I said, well, there's a lot of connections, and they asked me about networking opportunities. I mean, would you agree? Would you say there's a lot of networking opportunities in our courses?
Yeah, if you're looking for a new jump, Hyper Island is the best place. Yeah, you can not only build your professional networking, but exchange ideas. That's a way to keep sharing knowledge and ideas. I would say all around the world, because I have a connection from Germany, from UK, from Spain, from Brazil, from Argentina. So the rich part is the connection that you build.
I love that. I love how you said that's the rich part of it. I mean, and lifelong learning and also connections. I understand that I can't actually see who's watching, but I understand there's quite a few people watching today live on LinkedIn. Great. So I just want to say thank you to everyone locked in, viewing. If you know Wellington, please say hello in the chat. I'm sure we'll be able to see the hellos in the chat, or let us know you're watching. But thank you very much, everyone watching as well. So what's next for you, Wellington? I mean, that was 2018. I know you want to do some courses, which we'll have another conversation offline about that. What's next for you? What's in the pipeline?
Yeah, well, I'm right now moving to a new challenge. That's pretty nice to me, and in consuming some time as well. But I would say in a short time, I will advise my networking regarding this new challenge, and I'm pretty excited to keep moving on and create my own way to move forward. You know, it's like a part of the spirit that I learned with Hyper Island.
That's super cool. Wellington, well, I wish you all the best with that. I wish you all the best moving forward. Sabine says hello. Sabine, let us know where you're watching from, or if you know. Do you know?
Yeah.
You do?
Hello.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I did the course with
you actually
with
did.
Her. Yeah, we did. We did together. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Well, Sabine, I hope you feel the same way. I hope you feel the same way about the courses as well.
Yeah, yesterday I sent a message to the Slack channel. As I said, we have a huge connection. So thank you so much, Sabrina, for staying here.
That is brilliant. Eric says hello as well. Let us know where you're viewing from. It'll be cool, and see who's locked in. That's fantastic. Eric, hello. Sabine, hello. Charles, hello. Good afternoon. Well, that's super cool. I mean, sharing your insights, I really appreciate it. I mean, the purpose of this, as I said, is speaking to amazing people that have been in our courses and understanding how did they apply it, what's happened next, what's happened, and clearly you're still using the tools. It looks like to your advantage. I mean, you told me something offline that you used a few of our tools to move into a new challenge, which is fantastic news. That's brilliant. And we look forward to obviously having you on board again on another few courses.
Yeah.
Veronica says hello as well.
Oh, Veronica, yeah. We did a workshop together. Hello, Veronica. How's it going? Yeah. See, I'm a famous today.
Yeah, you know what, you have fans. You have fans. There you go. So, I mean, I guess Swiss cheese, Swiss chocolate.
Yeah, I love it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Daniel says hello as well. So for anyone that's watching and would like to reach out to either myself or Wellington to get an idea, or if you have any curiosities about Hyper Island, even if you don't know what Hyper Island is, reach out, rewatch this video, have a look at or have a listen to Wellington's journey with us. It started in 2018 and where it's going to now. Wellington, I wish you all the best in this. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, thank you for having me today. It's been a pleasure to share the whole things today, and I'll be in touch with all of you. And thank you so much for the people who joined with us today.
Absolutely, no, I'm really grateful. We're really grateful. It's always nice to know that we're doing great things together with our participants. Hey, Trishelle, that's a colleague out there in Singapore. We got Patrick as well. Is that anyone you know, Patrick? Hi, Patrick. Good afternoon. So again, we checked in earlier on. I guess it's you can never leave. We'll check out still. So what would you like to check out with? Do you want to choose a question, or do you want me to choose a question?
Choose a question, please.
I'll choose it.
It's your turn. Yeah, your turn now.
All right, you did the check-in. I did the checkout.
Yeah.
Okay. Checking out with, what does Hyper Island mean to you?
Well, good question. For me, it's we are always communicate with ourselves. So if you want to understand as well inclusion, exchange ideas, know how to apply different experience in your own context, that's the rich part that I would say. It's meaningful for my life, not only for my professional life, but also for personal life that Hyper Island brought me.
Wow, thank you so much for sharing that. I mean, I couldn't say +1 on everything you said. I think for me, and I'm not just being biased because I wear the badge or represent Hyper Island, it's a lot more deeper than that for me. Every day I get to speak to people like you that want to make a change. Now, either they want to make a change for themselves or they want to make a change for the organization. Either way, change needs to happen. And for me, that's what Hyper Island is. It's empowering individuals, organizations to make a change. And that's why it's super cool to speak with you, Wellington. And I do hope to speak with anyone else out there that's listening. If you've participated in the course and you want to share your thoughts, reach out to me. So thank you very much for joining.
Thank you all.
Thank you all. That's courses at hyperisland.com. If you'd like more information about us and our courses, I mean, if you want to sign up to Wellington's fan base as well, I can handle that for you. I can be his manager. And also to mention, just a shameless plug, up until the 30th of June, if you're interested in our online courses, actually running a 10% discount. So take advantage of that before the 30th of June. If you have any questions, my name is James. Wellington, it's been an absolute pleasure speaking to you. And thank you very much, each and every one of you that have joined. Rewatch the video. Wellington's got some amazing insights to his journey. Wellington, any other sort of buys or any thoughts to your fan base?
Yeah, beyond we are always creating our own way to move forward. Know how to apply your learning path. Depends your current stage, but do a research. Check it out, Hyper Island website, and choose your new journey. Okay.
Thank you very much, Wellington. Everyone else on LinkedIn, thank you very much for locking in. I'm James. This has been Hyper Island. Catch you at the next episode. Thank you very much. See you
Thank
later.
you very much. Bye bye.
Bye.
Oh.